In today's show, breaking news. The Bitcoin price has only been higher than it is right now for 12 days in its entire history. As Jimmy Song points out, we just closed the 13th highest daily close in Bitcoin history, referring to yesterday's close. These are the top daily closes for Bitcoin. Back on December 16th, we closed above 19,100. And now yesterday, November 12th, we closed at $16,294. We'll be discussing this in today's show. Also in today's episode, we'll be taking a look at the latest Bitcoin price prediction from none other than Max Keiser, who shares $20,000 will get sliced through easily, then a pop to $28,000. Now, why I love and respect Max so much, he's been telling us to buy Bitcoin back when it was only $1 in 2011, and a couple of years ago they published this article entitled "Bitcoin will gobble up all fiat and rise over 100,000," in which he goes on to share Bitcoin is the monetary black hole that will gobble up all fiat and rise to more than $100,000 doing it. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also, more breaking news. PayPal just rolled out their cryptocurrency payments platform, and guess what? Versus a $10,000 weekly limit, they doubled up and now gave people a $20,000 weekly limit. We'll be discussing this in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at some Bitcoin price predictions from some influencers, such as Ryan Selkis, who just shared with his 100,000 Twitter followers. If the US and China don't significantly crack down on Bitcoin, it's going to $250,000 plus this cycle. Also, Plan B recently tweeted 97.5% confidence that the Bitcoin price will be higher than $83,000. Sounds pretty useful to me given the current $16,000 price, referring to his Stock the Flow model. And Dave the Wave recently tweeted Stock the Flow X is correct and Bitcoin will tap 100 to 288,000 before December 2021. We'll be discussing this in today's show. Also in today's episode, impending CME gap close could propel the Bitcoin price to $18,000. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin in the green and surging along with all the major altcoins. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right. And turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, if you missed this live event with Tika Twari entitled The Crypto Catch Up, you can still catch the replay for a limited time by clicking the link right below this video in the description. Once you do, it'll take you here. Simply enter your best email address and it will redirect you to this limited time replay. Tika does share his #1 top cryptocurrency pick absolutely free, so check it out and enjoy. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. The Bitcoin price has now only been higher than now for 12 days in its entire history. That's right, we touched about $16,400 last night. That's right, yesterday's close at about $16,300 has only been at this level for 12 days in the coin's entire 4,332-day history, representing just 0.28% of the cryptocurrency's life. Crypto analytics platform Messari published data stating that the closing price has exceeded $16,320 only on 12 other days, 10 of which occurred from December 7th to the 20th in 2017, with the highest close occurring on December 16th at $19,378. So any investor who bought at the all-time high of $20,000 would still be down about 18%. In contrast, investors who bought at this cycle low of $3,126 on December 15, 2018 would be up a whopping 424%. Now, of the top 10 coins, only Chainlink comes remotely close to Bitcoin, with the coin sitting above its current price of $12.70 for 2.7% of its life. And checking out this graph brought to you by Messari, shared by Jimmy Song, who pointed out, we just closed the 13th highest daily close in Bitcoin history. Top daily closes for Bitcoin, we can see #1 was December 16th at $19,187. And as you can see, yesterday's close, November 12th at $16,294. Definitely a bullish sign for the Bitcoin price. And by contrast, the majority of altcoins are yet to enter proportionally rare price ranges. Ethereum's current price of $464 $204, has been exceeded 201 days in the past, representing more than 10% of the entire 1,933 days since Ethereum network went live. Then we have XRP, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Binance Coin, Polkadot, and Cardano's ADA prices all vary between 9.7% and above 30%. Bitcoin Cash exceeds all other coins, sitting above the current price of $258 for at least 1/3 of its life. Now, Bitcoin's strong rise past 16,000 has also seen record volumes recently, with more than 5.5 billion in Bitcoin trading volumes recorded on November 5th. Only 9 days have seen stronger volume in Bitcoin's history. Now, compared to this day in previous years, investors have seen profits of 88%, 2,275%, 4,326%, and a staggering 5,833,991% for the years of 2019, 2016, 2013, and 2010, respectively. In other words, investing just $1 into Bitcoin on November 13th, 2010 would have increased to $58,339 today. And while we're on the topic of a $1 Bitcoin, I want to point out the most recent tweet from Max Keiser, as Max and Stacy Herbert of the Keiser Report has been telling us to buy Bitcoin back when it was only $1 in 2011, and he recently tweeted $20,000 will get sliced through easily, then a pop to 28,000. And before I break down this throwback Bitcoin price prediction coming from Max Keiser back in 2018, entitled "Bitcoin will gobble up all fiat and rise over $100,000," let's first take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin up 1.7% for the day, now trading at $16,150. We touched $16,400 just yesterday, and it looks like this resistance is flipping into support. I would not be surprised if we continue marching towards that $17,000 resistance, and I would not be surprised if we break that $20,000 all-time high here soon in the fourth quarter of 2020. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments right down below. I'm just saying Bitcoin has never looked more bullish than it currently is, and we're on track to close the highest monthly close in Bitcoin history. Easy peasy. Just saying. We have Ethereum up almost 1%, trading at $465. As you can see, most of the major altcoins are pumping and in the green. Miss Litecoin is up a whopping 11%, trading above $65. Chainlink up about 2%, trading at $12.78. XRP up 1.2%, trading just below 26 cents. And BNB up 1%, trading just above $28. All right, now let's break down this throwback Bitcoin price prediction from Max Keiser. This article is entitled "Bitcoin will gobble up all fiat and rise over 100,000. Here's some of the highlights. Now, Bitcoinist asked Max, Bitcoin has taken quite a tumble in USD price and has had a pretty bad 2018 overall. Why did the price drop? Max Keiser responded, the Bitcoin protocol is genius, and the more you understand it, the more clarity you achieve. With this in mind, let me answer your questions. The Bitcoin price got way ahead of itself, and we saw a typical pullback since I first started buying Bitcoin in 2011 at $1. I've seen a few of these. That's right. How many of you watching this were involved back in Bitcoin back when it was only $1 in 2011? Wouldn't that be pretty remarkable? Not many Bitcoin OGs can say this. That's why I have much respect for Max Keiser and Stacy Herbert. Next question, how do you think Bitcoin would have behaved in conditions similar to the 2008 crisis today? Max responded, the long-term trend is intact and will continue its upward path. Touché. Precisely what Bitcoin did. Next question. What do you think of Bitcoin Cash's so-called hash war that we've just witnessed? Max Keiser responded, the protocol has rejected these bad actors. Roger Ver. This is what Bitcoin maximalism is all about. Understanding that only Bitcoin has the power to create a fiat-free world while simultaneously destroying all that get in the way. Now here's an interesting question. What's the biggest threat to Bitcoin in your opinion? And Max Keiser responded, Bitcoin is the monetary black hole that will gobble up all fiat and rise to more than $100,000 doing it, but humans themselves may never see that day. I have more faith in Bitcoin than I do in humans surviving the ecological holocaust we've triggered with our collective stupidity. Bitcoin might only be used by our robust successors. Ironically, they don't care about the price. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts surrounding Max Keiser's $100,000 Bitcoin price prediction, as well as his short-term prediction of $20,000 will get sliced through easily and then pop to $28,000. Drop me a comment right down below. And now breaking news, PayPal just recently tweeted, we're pleased to announce that starting today, all of our eligible US customers can now buy, hold, and sell cryptocurrency directly from their PayPal accounts. We've also increased our weekly purchase limit to $20,000 $20,000 versus the original intended $10,000 limit per week. This is extremely bullish considering PayPal has over 300 million users worldwide. This is a pretty big deal, and it wouldn't surprise me this is a part of the reason the Bitcoin price is currently surging as it is. It's also important to point out right here that PayPal is not the ideal place to store and hodl your crypto. For example, if you don't own the private keys, you don't own the crypto. So if you're going to use a company like PayPal to purchase BTC, make sure you hodl and hold it on your own wallet, such as a Trezor or Nano Ledger, which are considered the most securest Bitcoin cold storage wallets, versus keeping it in PayPal, making it vulnerable for an attack or even for PayPal to freeze your funds, which they're notorious for doing. Just saying. All right, before we get into some more Bitcoin price predictions from some major influencers such as Ryan Selkis, Plan B, the creator of the Stock to Flow model, as well as Dave the Wave, and I share this final story: impending CME gap close could propel the Bitcoin price to $18,000. Let's first take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at $462 billion with $120 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the current Bitcoin dominance back on the climb at 65% even, according to CoinMarketCap. And now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Decred up 18%, trading at $18. Sushi up 12%, trading at 77 cents. Uniswap up almost 11%, trading at $3.30. And YFI up 9%, trading just above $17,500. And now checking out the biggest losers within the top 100, we have Ample Fourth down 6%, trading at $1.11. BBC Coin down 6%, trading at 22 cents. Aragon down 5%, trading at $3.28. And the Midas Touch Gold down about 5%, trading at 1.8 cents. Now, out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on? Drop me a comment right down below. And now checking out the Binance margins, we can see the bears are in control, leading with 51.1% shorts versus 48.8% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Holla at your boy. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated an 89 in extreme greed, yesterday an 87 in extreme greed, and last week a 90 in extreme greed, which is virtually as high as I've seen it, and last month a 53, which is neutral. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, like we're witnessing right now, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's take a look at some of these bullish Bitcoin price predictions. Ryan Selkis just shared with his 100,000 followers, if the United States and China don't significantly crack down on Bitcoin, it's going to $250,000 plus this next cycle. Let me know if you agree with this bullish price prediction of a $250,000 Bitcoin. Charlie Shrem responded, and much respect to Charlie. I think a fair current market value for one Bitcoin is between $50,000 and $100,000, but it will definitely pump that high first. I definitely agree with Charlie Shrem here that the fair market value of one Bitcoin right now is between $50,000 and $100,000. All right, now checking out this tweet from Plan B, the creator of the Stock to Flow model, who recently tweeted 97.5% confidence that price will be higher than $83,000 per Bitcoin. Sounds pretty useful to me given my current $16,000 price. And he's responding to Nick right here, who wrote, the Stock to Flow X single variate simple linear model isn't wrong per se, but is basically useless. I don't need to bet anything. I know this because I can calculate prediction intervals, and the model says we can have a 95% confidence that the price will be between 83,000 and 1.48 million per phase 5. So yeah, Plan B responded with this, in which Nick then responded, I guess if you look at it like that, then it's fine. $83,000 by the end of phase 5. Thing is though, Bitcoin will almost certainly go higher than that by then due to various reasons. Not sure if it can be shown that it is solely due to Stock to Flow. And Plan B responded, I would be genuinely interested in seeing results of any other reason / variable than Stock to Flow that also has a 97.5% confidence of price being above $83,000 or better. And Nick responded, sure, what is the time frame? There are various models with bullish predictions. And Plan B responded from 2020 to 2024 phase 5. And Nick then responded, I will dig some up later on, in which He didn't do so. Now, I'm not familiar with any Bitcoin price prediction model more accurate than the stock to flow. That's why I personally am a huge fan. The stock to flow X does predict a $100,000 Bitcoin price by the end of next year, as well as a $288,000 Bitcoin price medium average by the year 2024. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the stock to flow. And now checking out this tweet from Dave the Wave regarding the stock to flow. He wrote, stock to flow X is correct, and Bitcoin will tap 100 to 288,000 before December 2021. Simples, no confusion here, which was in response to Charles Edwards' tweet right here. Which stock to flow formula will you choose? There have been at least 8 revisions in the last year. And if you missed Plan B's tweet on November 8th, he wrote, people asked if I still believe in my model. To be clear, I have no doubt whatsoever that Bitcoin stock to flow X is correct, and Bitcoin will tap 100 to 288,000 before December 2021. In fact, I have new data that confirms the supply shortage is real. In my opinion, 2021 will be spectacular, not financial advice. So as you can see, the stock to flow model is extremely controversial. That's why I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. All right, and before I break down our final story of the day, impending CME gap close could propel the Bitcoin price to $18,000. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 600 videos right here on my YouTube channel. I also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video to help support the YouTube channel. If you're tuning in on a different platform outside of YouTube, the direct YouTube link is cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also find us on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is cryptonewsyes. And for those of you active on Facebook, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 cryptopreneurs from all over the world. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. Within the past few hours, the Bitcoin price surged through the 16,200 resistance level to secure a new high 2020 at $16,473, as you can see right here on your screen. The 6.6% move brings the top-ranked digital asset closer to closing a CME gap in the $16,465 to $16,570 zone, and a growing number of analysts expect the price to break above the $17,200 level next if the CME gap is closed. Now, Bitcoin does have a history of closing the CME futures gap, so this is definitely a bullish sign for Bitcoin. Now, despite the excitement surrounding Bitcoin's surge to a new multi-year high, Cointelegraph contributor Michael Van de Poppe pointed out that Bitcoin has rapidly ascended to new highs without establishing strong supports. He recently shared here on Twitter, many levels beneath the current price are untested on a weekly time frame. A healthy way to build up a new cycle is the backtesting of previous resistance levels as new areas of support. The analyst also said that the crypto fear and greed index has reached the extreme greed level, as I pointed out a little earlier, which can be interpreted as a sell signal according to Van de Poppe. Now, Bitcoin's impressive rally to $16,465 comes as the Dow and S&P 500 closed the day in the red with a 1% and 0.97% loss, while stocks had initially surged after the president-elect, that's the key word, elect, virtually meaning he's not the president, he's just the projected president or president-elect. Just got to throw that out there. But over the past few days, the coronavirus pandemic infections have risen to a record 150,000 infections per day. Now, the only reason we have so many infections recorded is because testing is way up, and the PCR tests are very inaccurate with false positives. Just saying, the more testing you do, the more cases of people allegedly having the coronavirus. It's also possible that President Trump's refusal to concede the election and the prospect of a divided government under a Biden administration could be negatively weighing on investors' confidence in the future of the traditional markets. You can say that again. Bitcoin has largely ignored the downturn in stocks and the increasing spread of COVID-19 at this time. The crypto is up 26% in November and a whopping 127.7% year to date, as you can see right here in this screen showing the macro assets current year returns. And we have gold trailing behind Bitcoin, only up 23% year to date. So what was a better investment investment this year, gold or Bitcoin? You already know, fam. No comparison whatsoever, as Bitcoin did 5x what gold did as far as returns. And according to PayPal, crypto payments will soon be available to 26 million merchants globally. And the payments giant also raised the trading cap for the US-based customers from $10,000 to $20,000 per week, as I pointed out. Now let's talk about decentralized finance 2.0. In other news, the DeFi revival continued as Uniswap again saw a strong surge in liquidity, bringing the figure to a record $3.2 billion, as you can see right here on your screen. Data from DeFi Pulse also shows the total value locked in DeFi platforms has soared to a whopping $13.65 billion. This is another sign that investors are reigniting their interest in DeFi tokens, farming projects, and many other opportunities that exist in the DeFi sector. All right, now for a quick recap of what I covered with you right here in today's show. The Bitcoin price has only been higher than it is right now for 12 days in its entire history since the inception of Bitcoin. As Jimmy Song points out, we just closed the 13th highest daily close in Bitcoin history. Top daily closes in Bitcoin, as pointed out right here. Yesterday we closed at $16,294. Definitely a great bullish sign for the king of all crypto. Max Keiser recently predicted $20,000 will get sliced through easily, and then a pop to $28,000 just like that. I also shared this throwback of Max Keiser going on the record to share that Bitcoin will gobble up all fiat and rise over $100,000. He shared this back in 2018. Also, I shared the latest updates from PayPal rolling out their crypto platform to their customers and doubling the weekly limit to $20,000. I also shared the latest price predictions from influencers such as Ryan Selkis, who says Bitcoin is going to $250,000 plus this next cycle. Charlie Shrem, who points out that the fair market value for one Bitcoin is between $50,000 and $100,000. Plan B pointing out he has 97.5% confidence that the Bitcoin price will be higher than $83,000 and that the stock, the Flow X, is still on track and will tap a $100,000 to $288,000 Bitcoin price before December 2021. I also shared with you the impending CME gap close could propel the Bitcoin price to $18,000 here in the near future. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right. And turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, if you missed this live event with Tika Twari entitled The Crypto Catch Up, your last chance to get the life that you want, you can still catch the replay for a limited time by visiting the link right below this video in the description. Clicking on it, it'll take you here. Simply enter your best email address and click the button that says sign me up, and it will redirect you to this limited time replay. Tika does reveal his top cryptocurrency pick absolutely free, as well as the name and the ticker, so you're not going to want to miss it. Go ahead and register, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.